on! Woo! We got 2 fish on at a time right now. This is exciting as it gets right here. This is fishing, folks. This is fishing. It doesn't get much better than this. One right after another. We just had a double on. Heavy duty fishing takes heavy duty gear. Fish on, man. Fish on. We've got a fish on every rod so far this morning. We're fishing for the largest freshwater fish in North America. This has been a lot of fun.
Hey guys, welcome to this week's show. Today, Joel, Curtis, and Randy are going to be fishing the North Umpqua River for winter steelhead. The North Umpqua begins at Maydew Lake. It flows westward through the southern Oregon Cascades until it joins the South Umpqua just a few miles from Roseburg. With the merging of the 2 rivers, the main Umpqua begins, and it continues through the Umpqua Valley until it flows into the Pacific Ocean at Winchester Bay. Enjoy the show.
Hi, I'm Joel Brock.
And I'm Randy Smith.
Hey, today we're fishing the North Umpqua River with Curtis Palmer from River Secrets Guide Service. Curtis, what do you got in store for us this morning?
Hey, this is a section of river I grew up on as a kid. Probably my favorite place to fish. I'm going to take you guys down here, a little side drifting for winter steelhead. And this is my first trip down this season. And man, I'm excited. I'm really excited. And a lot of times that first hole, like I told you on the way up this morning, man, first cast, a lot of times there's a rock out there I like, but usually I can put a person on a fish. So I'm ready to go if you guys are ready to go.
Let's do it. Let's get out of here.
Sounds
Woo!
good.
Woo! Fish on! First hole of the morning. Yeah! Okay. This is a hot fish here, Curtis. Wow!
That's what it's about, buddy. That's what it's about.
Yeah. Man, he nailed it too, man. There was no doubt that was a fish when this bad boy took that bait. Got him on a little bait of eggs. Little puff ball. Pretty small weight. We're only using maybe a 1/4 ounce weight is all we're using. Side drifting for the drift boat. When we get an opportunity, we'll show you all the stuff here. Let's do a quick freeze frame right here and we'll show you what we were using. We were using a number 2 hook with an orange puff ball and about a dime-sized piece of salmon egg. Then from that we were using about a 24-inch leader, and attached to that leader and our main line was a snap swivel that we used to put our weight on. And that's pretty much all we were using. It's pretty basic, pretty simple. Hey, we've got a fish on, so let's get back on the water. These fish are chrome flipping bright. Oh, look at that. That's a beautiful fish. Chrome bright. I love how bright these fish are. These are nice rods, Curtis. All right. We have about got this fish to a point that we can release her.
Let me get in here, bud.
All right.
Pull my boat up here quickly. That fish is fine. This water's nice and cold, so we're not, she ain't, oh, she's a good healthy fish. Let me get on up here. I
want to watch your face there, Curtis, in case that hook comes out.
Yeah. Give me some slack. Oh, she's a big fish.
Yeah, that's a nice fish. Okay, this is an absolutely gorgeous fish on the North Umpqua. As you can see, these fish are chrome bright this time of the year. We're going to go ahead and release her and let her go. There she goes.
All right, guys, we're dropping on down here, and another little hole, couple holes down here. We had one other bite up there, but weren't able to get a hook in it. But I'm real optimistic today. Gorgeous morning, and this water hasn't been touched by anybody that I know of for since last season. So get down here a little bit farther and see if we can get hooked up and give you guys some more entertainment.
As with many rivers on the west coast, the North Umpqua has an abundance of wildlife, such as ducks, snowy egret, bald eagles, and deer. So each turn of the river can offer exciting scenery.
All right.
We just dropped it in this little slick.
All right.
Picked up number 2 for today. He's come up the river pretty good. He's kind of giving up a little bit. He's following us back here a little bit now. We got him here close to the boat.
I think he's a little more lethargic than anything. This water's real cold.
A little on the cold
I got
side,
it. Yeah, just hold him out here and I'll get down here and we'll park. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Beautiful fish. Nice little spot we'll pull up to on this grassy bank over here. He may take off running real hard here, Randy, so be prepared for it. There he goes, just like that, huh?
Again. Yeah. Just like that.
I just want to pull his fish up here just for 1 second, let you guys get a good look at what Randy just caught, his second fish of the day. And I'll tell you what, bud, that girl right there is about an average, that's a real nice average fish for this North Umpqua River, bud. Right about there, guys.
That's a nice fish, isn't
And
it,
you can see the adipose by my thumb there. That shows that she's a native. You want to give her a kiss goodbye, bud?
There you go.
All right, guys, we're going to release her. All right, guys, just hang on to him. I like this. Hang on to him light. There it goes. Never mind. She's fine. Oh, that water is cold. Feel that? Good job! Woohoo! Get it, buddy. Get there.
All right.
You got it? Little trout?
There he is.
Yeah,
Just a
yeah,
trout
it's just
this
that
time.
trout. Look at it. There he is.
Yeah, he's right here by the side of the boat.
There he goes. Oh, he's taking out line. He's got a little fight. Oh, God.
There he went.
We went through the third hole, and the trout in that hole just absolutely annihilated our bait. So we decided to go over and have a little snack ourselves. I got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich here.
Me too.
And there you go, man. We're having a good time today. It's absolutely beautiful weather. It's supposed to have been raining today, and I don't know if you can see it behind us, but we've got blue sky, some nice big puffy clouds. It's absolutely gorgeous today, and we're having a great time.
Well, I can guarantee one thing there, Joel. In all of Douglas County, for everybody out there fishing right down on the river, there ain't nobody out there having more fun than I am right now. Dropping first hole, guess what? First cast, you get that fish, work our way down there a little bit, put Randy on the fish, a little snack, and I'm ready to go again.
Me too. I got another bite or two here, and we'll get back in the water.
Yeah.
One of the best ways to become familiar with the river is to go with a friend or a fishing guide that knows the river you are wanting to fish. On the section of the river that they floated, there are some very tricky navigational areas, as well as some Class 3 rapids. Most of the drifts on the North Umpqua River have at least one technical piece of water to navigate, so we encourage even the best oarsmen to do a thorough investigation of that river before floating it.
Okay, we came down the river a little further. We've decided to take another break. You know, as we came down the river, we've missed a couple more fish between Randy and I thought Curtis was going to choke us, but hey, that's just steelhead fishing. You know, Curtis is over eating a salad over in the boat, and I thought, you know, I'll just grab one of these fishing rods and show you what we're using here. And what we're using is a 9.5 foot medium light action, and the line rating on these rods are 4 to 8 pound test line, and the lure weight is 1/8 ounce to a 3/8 ounce lure weight. And what we have attached to this rod is a little spin reel, the 2500 series. It's got about 200 yards of 6 pound test line, and the leader we're using is a 6 pound test fluorocarbon leader. And once Curtis finishes up his salad, we'll get him over here and talk about the bait we're using. So we'll be right back. What I've done is I've grabbed another rod out of the boat there, and this reel is actually a 1500 series, where the other reel that we just talked about was a 2500 series, and it's essentially the same rod. And Curtis, could you tell us why we've got a little bit different reel on this rod than we do the other one?
Sure. What it really comes down to is you guys are spending a lot of hours, and other clients spend a lot of hours holding the rods out there as close as being still as possible. And it comes down to balancing out the rod, making it as comfortable as possible for extended periods of holding that rod right out there. So where the other rod is a different company than this one, the 2500 series reel balanced it out overall and made it more comfortable, where this rod being a slightly different company, the 1500 series felt more comfortable to me, and it feels more comfortable to me. I'm sure it's going to feel more comfortable for you guys, okay? And that's the only reason. I mean, it's really simple, but at the end of a day of fishing or several days of fishing, you're going to be thankful, and you know, for having that balance. But you know what I want to point out though is another thing is this rod is also has a line class of 4 to 8 pound line for it, okay? And what I like to do is I like to go right down the middle, whatever my line class is on my steelhead rods, and that's the weight of line I run from the spool to the hook. So this is a 4 to 8, I'm running 6 pound. I do not have to worry about what kind of line I got on there, or reel or anything else. I pick up a rod, I look at my line, oh, right down the middle, 6 pound. That's what's on here. It works, it's, you know, and it makes things easy for me, you know. And I also noticed on here, like point out, is goes in some of our tackle here, that this is one of the riggings we were using earlier, and it's kind of something I like to call the Umpqua River Rat. And right. You know, got some action on that, you know, earlier and stuff. And you were talking about how unusual it looked, but you thought it was kind of what was that, cute or something, giving me a bad time there. But here's one of them, a little better shape. And basically all I did is take part of a rubber worm a few years ago, and I go ahead and tie it on the hook, and then I tie a yarn ball over it. And I'm not sure what it is about that, but with that extra little movement that comes out of that tail on that yarn ball, it really gets those steelhead to come out that hard.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, the trout that we've caught on it today, that we've actually landed on them, has been slamming them. It's unreal. You'd think they were a 30-pound steelhead grabbing that thing.
No, yeah. So, you know, that's one of the secret baits today. I don't know how much of a secret it is, but, you know, it's one of my favorites. And the other comes down to, on our side driven, is just good row. One of the most important things I can sit there and just like to tell people is that they're getting into side drifting, or they're looking for some type of hint or magic clue out there, is your bait. Good, fresh bait. And sometimes it gets expensive. You go in there at a store and you sit there and you see a price on it that says $16 a pint. And it's like, you know, look it over. If there's not blood in the eggs, or, you know, something like that, there's no mold on it, or whatever that might really make you discouraging besides the price, because the price can very well be worth it. Looking for good bait and going out and fishing with it is going to be the best thing you can do.
Yeah, the bait is definitely critical, that's for sure. The question I have is when are we going to get back on the water?
Right now, we're actually, we're several hours away from the boat ramp and we need to be there in a couple hours.
Let's get moving.
Sounds good.
All right, we just hooked up on another big trout in this river. I'm gonna try to get this bad boy out so we can take a look at it. Oh, these are beautiful trout in here. Check that out. Now, is that a beautiful trout or what?
Oh, that's a nice resident rainbow.
Whew, I'm going to go ahead and get it back in the water so we don't hurt it.
All right. Let myself out here. Anyhow, when I'm baiting these up, it's pretty simple. I don't put the hook through the eggs. Just pull the bait loop open like this, nice and wide. Make the eggs in a little ball. Put the loop up and around it, and we just pull kind of snug. Get that up there like that. Puff ball, salmon egg ball. Put that right up underneath there, leaving the barb and the point of the hook exposed, and that's it. Plain and simple, good to go. All right, Randy, you're leading off. Just on the far edge of that current seam over there. When I say now, go. Joel, go. Good, good.
Side drifting is one of the most exciting and productive methods of catching steelhead. The basic idea, keep the boat drifting at the same speed as the water while the bait and weight roll gently along the bottom. With some good boat rowing skills and some knowledge of the steelhead holding water, just about anyone can enjoy a productive day of fishing on the river.
Picked up one more steelhead this afternoon.
You could probably take about, let me go ahead and reach in here. Let me get a little bit, just
Off of it.
That's probably good. He's head shaking. I don't want to go any more because that fish gets warmed up, and I tell you what, he's gonna peel some line. You know, we can get that, that drag, if you didn't notice on the other fish, by the time we were ready to land it.
Yeah.
We had that drag pretty darn tight. 6 pounds is a lot tougher than what people think it is. Once you get a, good balanced rod to go for that 6 pound.
It really is, isn't it, Curtis?
Yeah, I mean,
You can handle a lot more on there than the guy thinks he can on 6 pound.
Yeah. Excellent, excellent. Look at that. Oh, head shaking, head shaking. I love it. There, it came up, but it's going to go again. Oh my goodness! But I'll tell you what, steelhead fishing, winter steelhead fishing, Randy, is my favorite fishing. I mean, albacore's great. Dorado and marlin and sailfish are just spectacular. But and the action that these guys put out, I mean, it's world class,
Isn't it though?
it really is. You know
There's
what?
another pretty fish.
After we determine that it's not innate,
Look at that thing rolling in it.
I mean, it is. Those colors are just magnificent. Let me see here. Okay, go ahead and tighten up the drag just a couple clicks. Yep, I can see the door. I can see that adipose on it. Go ahead and start bringing her this way. Keep coming. What I'll try to do is, easy, easy, easy. What I want to do here is let me get that leader. I got the leader. Oh my goodness.
Line?
Yeah. See? Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. That is.
If you've never fished with a guide, take that opportunity to learn from them. These guys know these rivers, they know the waters they fish, and it's a great opportunity, even for an experienced angler, to learn some new tricks and holes in water and even fishing techniques. Now, if you're new at fishing and you're fishing with a guide,
You know, these guys are going to tell you where to cast, how far to cast, when to change baits. So fishing with a guide can definitely be a good thing. So if you get an opportunity, go fishing, man.
What a day.
Awesome day.
Oh, God, look at the colors up there. I'll tell you what, we got really fortunate today. It's supposed to be a rainy day and everything, except for just being a little bit cold. It was completely a wonderful day out here. I mean, couldn't ask for anything more, could you?
Couldn't ask for a better day to fish on the river.
No, I don't think so either. Peaceful. Definitely peaceful.
Unfortunately, due to daylight hours, our day is coming to an end. Hey, we had an absolute blast today. I'm Joel Brock.
And I'm Randy Smith.
And I'm Curtis Palmer, River Seekers Guide Service.
I'm Katrina. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and we'll see you next time.